Hi, Terry VanNoy. Welcome to Math Class with Terry V. Hope this video helps you out, and if you enjoy it, please share it, comment, or like it. And you can also go to my website, MathPowerLine.com. It's a math resource blog, lesson videos for students, and other resources for parents and teachers. Give me a call or go to my website or email. All right, let's go to today's lesson. Welcome to this video. This is Self-Quiz 1. Now in this video series we've gone over understanding logarithms, the basics of what a logarithm is, how it's related to an exponential function, how to use a calculator to find logarithm values, how to evaluate a logarithmic expression, and the properties of logarithms. And I mentioned 3 where you can expand or condense a logarithmic expression. We had some problem sets for you to try, so I hope you're ready now. This is self-quiz. I present a few problems for you. You try it on a piece of paper and grab your calculator when needed. Pause and try it first, and then I'll go over each one. Alright, here's part 1, self-quiz. Numbers 1 and 2. Rewrite each equation in logarithmic form. Go ahead. Here we go. From an exponential expression, 11 to the negative 2 power equals 1 over 121, we write it in a log expression. Now the log is the base here. The base has to be put right by the word log, and you can see there that that's the number we're raising to a power. The value is the answer, basically, which gets put right next to this log expression, and the answer in the log expression is the exponent, okay? The logarithm is the exponent, and the obvious exponent here, of course, is that number. Alright, so basically we're rearranging things, but we're writing it in a logarithmic expression. Alright, number 2. Again, look for the base. It's 7, so it goes there. The answer, or the value there, is 343, so we're taking log base 7 of 343, and the answer here is the exponent here. Alright, let's keep going. Now in 3 and 4 we have a log expression. You write it in exponential form. Go ahead. And I think the easiest way to do this is to focus on the base first. Well, here the base is 3, so that's that number. And remember that the answer there is the exponent. So it's 3 to the negative 4 equals the answer value right there, 1 over 81, is right there. Okay, so we're rearranging things. 3 to the negative 4th power equals 1 over 81. All right, number 4, the base is 64. 64 to the what power is 8? 64 to the 1/2 power. In other words, 64, the square root of 64 is 8. And we know that's a true statement. Alright, so I have to be able to go from exponential form to logarithmic form and back. Let's keep going. Alright, 5 and 6, we're going to grab a calculator and practice finding the log value of each of these. So log base 3 of 29 and log base 3 of 6.4. Go ahead. Alright, to do log base 3 of 29, as I've shown in one of the previous videos, this is a TI-84 simulator, and I need to press the math key first to find the function, and if I scroll down, it's actually in the part, the function labeled A, if I can find it here, right there. So log of a certain base. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, or I can do alpha A. Anyway, log base 3, so the cursor's waiting for me to type in a 3 there. And then I move the cursor into that box there. So what are we taking the log base 3 of? That'd be 29. So 29, don't forget to hit enter. And we're supposed to round to the thousandth, so that'd be 0.065. 3.065, there you go. Alright, second problem. Log base 3 of 64. Alright, let me clear the screen, clear our key press history, and let's hit the math key, and we are going to go alpha A, which will again be our log base function, and we want log base 3 Okay, move the cursor into that area right there, and it's 6.4, so type in 6.4. Hit enter to find your final answer. We're going to round that to the thousandth, so it's 3 places, 1.6896. So how about 1.690? There we go, 1.69 with the 0 not showing. All right, have to be able to understand your calculator and be able to do log functions there. These two problems, the final of this video, are evaluating these log expressions. Now what that means is instead of using your calculator, you're going to be thinking of these logarithmic functions as exponential functions and try to figure it out from there, knowing what you know about exponents. So go ahead. Number 7, log base 7 of 49 equals some mystery number. We'll say equals x. All right, remember that a log base there is the 7, and the exponent is our answer here. So 7 to what power, or 7 to the x power, equals 49. Well, of course, we know 49 is 7 squared, so then the x must be 2. Okay, so we just have to be thinking in terms of exponents there. In number 8, log base 5 of 1 over 25. Okay, so it's 5 to the something power equals 1 over 25. So we need to kind of rewrite this in terms of a 5 factor, and so that of course would be 1 over 5 squared, which of course is it's 5 to the negative 2 power, right? Negative exponents bump things into the opposite place in a fraction. And so x, of course, would have to be negative 2. All right. Self-quiz 2 coming up is going to be having you expand and condense logarithmic expressions. Give it a try. All right, there you have it. I invite you to go to my website now, MathPowerLine.com, or email me or give me a call. The way I work best with students is live online in my classroom. So if I can help you in any way, answer some specific questions, the first lesson with me is free as I show you how everything works. All right, study hard and take care.